Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Tigers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they walked off in extras against the Red Sox 2-1. As of right now, the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central, while the Red Sox sit in
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Indians racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. Here comes the first pitch.
For the Twins, the center fielder.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Goodrum takes it in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second.
Coming to the plate now, Roger Shaw, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line to the right side. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Batting third.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Lofted in the air out toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Zero, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A play at the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
This is why you've always got to be careful with a runner on third. He went with the slider there and just overthrew it and spiked it into the ground. He's going to have a hard time letting that one go.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Might have gone after ball 4 there as this one's fouled away off to the right. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. At the plate, C.J. Cron. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. Right at the third. Striding in, Didi Gregorius. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The pitch. Line drive to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
So here is Avisail Garcia as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's a hit. The first of the new campaign for Detroit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
First offering on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Rosario.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Swing and a little blooper to center. Puig coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those
The
long
designated
darts.
hitter.
Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. Puig is right there, one down. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd, batting at an even 400. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Ozuna onto the bullpen roof and gone. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in.
Batting ninth.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Castro.
1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside. 2-0.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And that's the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton in there for strike 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Roger.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's off the wall in front of the bullpen. Buxton is on his way home. He'll score easily as they move on top 4-0. First game in the majors, and he's making his presence felt with his second hit in his.
Jorge Polanco.
So striding forward now, Jason Castro. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Jason Castro.
Hit down the line at first, but this is foul for the first strike. Strike 2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting. The center
Now
fielder.
back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Late that time for a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by
Now
pitch.
batting. Right fielder.
From the stretch.
Roger.
And a ball, 1-0. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Garcia is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge.
Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled. I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
Liner toward right center. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, in a game like this, every run matters. And that
The first baseman, C.J. Cron.
Out. 3. You're out. 3. He's out. Out. 3. Out. You're out. He's out. Out. That's ball 4. Out.
Taylor Rogers takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
55, Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard ground ball to third. Sano is there. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
Digging in now. Go Goodrum. He looked at bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is under it. 2 down. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Tigers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. At the start of the day, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East, and the Tigers are leading the American League Central Division.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the A's went deep 4 times as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 7-4. As of today, the Tigers sit in second place in the AL Central Division, and the Athletics are in second place in the AL West. The Toronto Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they dismantled the White Sox 8-2. Heading into the day, the White Sox are in 4th place in the AL Central, while the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division. The Kansas City Royals completed a short 2-game sweep as they plundered the Pirates 6-0. As of right now, the Royals sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, while the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. The Atlanta Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Indians 3-2. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, while the Indians are in 1st place in the AL Central. The St. Louis Cardinals finished off a 2-game sweep as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-1. In the standings, the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central, while the Twins sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The Rays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-4. Entering the day's action, the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, while the Rays are 3rd in the division. The Baltimore Orioles tallied 5 home runs overall as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 13-4. Heading into the day, the Red Sox are leading the American League East, while the Orioles are 4th in the division. The Halos combined for 10 hits as a team as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 4-3. At the start of the day, the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, while the Astros are atop the division. The Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-3. As of right now, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Rangers are 4th in the division. Caleb Smith got the W and now has 5 this year as the Marlins got the best of the Nats 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, while the Nationals are 3rd in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies hit 3 long balls as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-0. As of today, the Mets sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, and the Phillies are atop the division. The Chicago Cubs pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 2-1. At the start of the day, the Reds sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, and the Cubs are 2nd in the division. The Arizona Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-3. In the standings, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West, while the Rockies are 2nd in the division. The Los Angeles Dodgers brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 2-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Entering the day's action, the Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West, and the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division. The Padres held their opponent to just 2 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-0. As of today, the Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, while the Giants
Inside the Show. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. In the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers put together 10 total hits as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 5-4. The Twins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 3-2. The Oakland Athletics combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 9-4. The Nationals got 18 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 10-5. Aaron Judge was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 10-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Orioles broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 11 hits overall as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 8-6. The New York Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-2. The Cincinnati Reds only allowed 2 hits in the game as they manhandled the Marlins 6-0. The Cubs hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-2. The Arizona Diamondbacks swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they toppled the Rockies 8-0. The Padres starting pitcher, number 40, got the win, number 7 thus far, as the Friars beat Atlanta 2-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-0. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-3. The Minnesota Twins picked up 14 hits in total as they took a walk-off victory in extra innings against the Rangers 4-3. The A's combined for 4 total home runs as they dismantled the White Sox 8-2. The Kansas City Royals totaled 11 hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 4-3. The Bo Sox tallied 5 home runs overall as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-6. The Tampa Bay Rays got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-5.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Inside the Show, with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In the National League wildcard game, the Phillies combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game American League wild card playoff between the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. Into the box, Julian Cruz.
Leading off
He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Julian Cruz.
Underway in Motown as the first pitch of the night misses for ball one. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Hit out towards second. And there's one gone to begin the evening.
Batting second.
So one away here with the bases empty. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Now another 0-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Number 44.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike two.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me. Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Carlos Correa stands in as he looks at a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hot shot on the ground is short. Correa comes up with it. And that's out number one. Next for the Tigers, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around the third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
In now, Jorge Polanco. Line drive base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at one.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity. Don't get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. Shot toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Past meetings against Lance McCullers, he's 1 for 5. Drilled on the ground to short. Correa on the grass. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning.
Play ball.
Leading off for the Astros, the center fielder, number 4,
He's out.
George
Out.
Springer.
3. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. 3. That's ball 4. He's out. 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 3. Out. 3. You're out. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. 3. Out. 3. 3. Out. He's out. You're out. Out. 3. Out. 3. He's out. You're out. 3. 4. Take the base. Out.
Leading off for the Astros, the center fielder, number 4.
Keone Kela comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fouled off. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Yuli Gurriel is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Popped him up. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Lorenzo Portillo. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. The 0-1 just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Last strike now for Houston. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Parra racing back. Parra is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 6 of the American League Championship Series, the Tigers hit 3 long balls as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, clinching the American League pennant. They will represent the AL in the World Series starting in a couple of days. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another postseason recap. Have a great day.
Inside the Show with Inside the Show. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Detroit Tigers put together 10 total hits as they pulverized the Braves 8-0. They have now tied the series at 3 games apiece and forced a decisive Game 7. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
They don't get any bigger than this. Welcome to Game 7 of the World Series, exclusively on MLB Network. It's the big one, Game 7 of the World Series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
No doubt. This has really been what you'd call a World Series for the ages. Back and forth, a lot of well-played games, plenty of drama and intrigue, and now it's all come down to this. 1 game, 9 innings for the World Championship. Can't ask for more than that, so sit back and enjoy. Should be a lot of fun.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. So here is Avisail Garcia, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Detroit,
here comes the pitch for Garcia. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Batting second, the center fielder, Reese Hoskins. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Braves. Leading up for the Braves, the first baseman.
Here's the first pitch.
Freeman.
And that's in there for strike one.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Heading after it is Judge. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here's the first pitch.
Ronald Acuna.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A ball and a strike now. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Judge is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Into the box now, Johan Camargo. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 0-1. High chopper to third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. And the Commissioner's Trophy is coming to Motown. The Tigers are world champions.
Well, nobody was going to say they didn't get their money's worth in this one. It took 7 games, making this one of the most competitive and historic World Series in baseball history. So they earned this one, and they can now call themselves the World Series champions.
Here now is our final.